Order in this homosexual court. This is the Honorable Judge Ryan Gavitt.
And the Honorable Judge Jacob Schubach. The disputes are real, the decisions are final, and the judges are homosexuals. This is Gay Court.
Wow! Ding, 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 ding. Hello, and welcome back to Gay Court, the comedy podcast where we debate all things LGBTQ+.
Gay rights.
Gay rights!
So this week, our episode is dedicated to White Lotus, the HBO program that is like no other. We'll be discussing who we want on season 3, where we want that to take place. We're going to debate and banter about season 2. I have a lot of thoughts about this, specifically that finale. I'm still upset. It's days later and I'm mad. And then finally, Ryan will be taking us home with the case of Lea Michele can't read.
Because reading is what? Fundamental!
She can't, apparently, according to Twitter. And
allegedly.
Allegedly, she can't read. Allegedly. But before we jump into it all, we want to invite all y'all to be part of the debate. Since we want you all to do your civic duty. Well, you can do civic booty too. And be part of Gay Court. Send us your emails at gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your queer conundrums, embarrassing dating stories. If you have proof that Lea Michele can't read, I don't know. Just send us stuff. We need material. Just email us anything.
Submit the evidence to the court. We'd like to see it. If you don't know what to write, be sure to follow us on social at Gay Court Podcast, where we'll be posting prompts, memes, and honestly anything that we want. This also seems like the perfect time to introduce you to the gay lift for the week. And for the first time in quite a few episodes, we actually have a guest host. So, drum roll, please. Introducing Patrick Macfarland, who we know from our past gay lift, Matt Segura. Patrick, who are you and how did you get here today?
Welcome.
My name is Patrick Macfarland. I am a former or recovering politician, candidate that I ran for office. Didn't make it. Thank goodness. It's a lot of drama. It really is.
Fair.
I'm a writer as well. I write articles, blogs for various clients, but I'm also a novelist. And I got here because Matt Segura, a former Gaeliff, is now my boyfriend, and he he basically told me, "Hey, you should do this," and I'm like, "Okay, yes, sir."
I love that you're open to trying new things just because your boyfriend was like, "You should do this."
I'm always open to trying new things.
Love that.
I'll try anything once except vagina.
You know what? That's fair, and I would like to second that statement.
I'll third it.
Perfect, Patrick. So you will be our acting gay bailiff, aka our gailiff, as we like to call it, and you will be providing your thoughts and opinions throughout the podcast. But of course, we have to swear you in first.
Yes, the gay lift swearing in ceremony. Each time it gets more and more chaotic because we add more to it. So, Patrick, we've asked you to bring a gay item to swear on for your oath.
Yes.
Can you please tell us and show us what you brought?
Yes. So this is in my room. It is a February angel.
Ooh.
Where did you get this?
My mom.
Oh.
And it's the flower is violet and the stone is amethyst. And since I am an Aquarius and I was born in February, this is my item.
Oh, I love that.
Because I also am an angel. Some people would disagree, but
pretty.
Yeah,
It's Jennifer Coolidge.
It kind of does look like her, actually, a little bit. Look at that.
Very on theme for the episode. We're also
and we're all Aquariuses. Oh,
wow.
Aquarii?
Aquariuses.
Yeah.
Aquariuses.
Love that. Aquariusy.
Aquariusy.
All right. Ryan, would you like to perform the swearing-in ceremony?
Yes. Patrick, will you put your right hand on the item and your left hand like this?
Slay.
Yes. And repeat after me. I swear to slay the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, God. Period.
I swear to slay the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, God. Period.
He's sworn in. He is sworn in.
Officially a gaeliff.
That's it?
Woo, yeah. You're a gaeliff now.
Oh, thanks. Great. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, February Angel, who kind of looks like Jennifer
Like
Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Our queen. All right. So now it's time for some banter questions. And the first question that we have for you is, when is the last time that you played the gay card?
Oh man, so let's see. I would have to say that when I was running for office, my opponents slammed a book of mine for having too much sex, and I played the gay card and said, "No, you're homophobic because it's gay sex."
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did it work?
Well, I lost the election, so probably not.
Well, it worked for me. I was like, you got my vote.
It worked for the gays.
It worked for the gays, the important voters.
That's all that matters.
Love that.
All right, question 2. What is the gayest thing you've ever done?
I'm gonna be PG here.
Mhm.
I could say a bunch of things, but I'm gonna say dressed in drag.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. What's your drag persona's name?
It's a southern belle by the name of Blanche Beauregard, and she's from Atlanta, Georgia.
Is she a bearded queen or a not bearded queen?
Well, when I dressed up a few years ago, actually it was like more like 7 years ago, I shaved completely, wig and makeup, and apparently I'm hideous. So I did it twice, and that was it.
Twice is fantastic. Will she ever make another performance appearance?
If I can get someone that knows how to put on makeup and make me look, like really good, then yes.
We can figure out how to do a good contour. We can watch enough YouTube videos. We can figure that out for you. We'll make it happen.
Perfect. I just need to get my outfit then.
Perfect.
Perfect.
It's gonna be very slay. All right. When was the last time that you vomited?
Silence.
I would love to say years, but actually it was in May.
Wow.
Okay.
And you, I'm assuming you want to hear the story. Yeah. Okay. All
Absolutely.
right. So,
Yeah, of course.
It was May, and I was out with some friends, and we were, 1 bottle, 2 bottles of wine, and then went back home to their place and had drinks there. And then I went to bed, and in bed I laid down and I really needed to throw up, and I didn't really quite get to the bathroom. And so part 1 was in bed. And then I ran to the bathroom. I could not find the toilet, so I threw up in the sink, and that was part 2.
Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
And the bad part is that when I noticed that the vomit could not go down the drain because it's a Spanish sink, I was trying to push it down and it didn't. So I'm assuming because the next morning there was no vomit, I'm assuming that my friend actually cleaned it up.
You never
That's
asked?
a good friend. That's a good friend. That's a good friend.
It is a good friend.
He is a good friend, yes, for sure. No, and we are still friends, which is great. So that's fantastic.
So it all worked out.
Yes. Yeah.
Was it red wine, white wine, or rosé?
Or all 3.
Or all 3?
That type of night.
For this occasion, it was red wine.
We love a red wine.
The most recent one was red wine, but I have thrown up with all 3 in the past.
Oh, which would you say was your favorite or least favorite, depending on how you look at it?
Least favorite, rosé for sure, because that experience was wild. Yeah,
I feel like every time I drink rosé, it's a wild experience, just in general.
Because it really is very sweet. So you're gonna like you guzzle it down, right?
Yeah.
And so then all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Yeah, and then you don't remember.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay,
to
I
the
think
best
every
of us.
time I drink, it's just an experience in general.
Fair. All right, well, that takes us to the first segment, Gays on the Case.
Gays on the Case, where we look at something queer and dissect it. This week we'll be discussing our Dreamcast and Dream Locale for the upcoming White Lotus season 3, because it was just renewed like 3 weeks ago. So expect another season in 2023.
As it should be.
As
it's
it
a
should be.
fantastic show.
Yes.
Oh,
Should we start with our dream cast and then locale, or should we just do it all at once? What do you want to do, Jake?
I think all at once, like set the whole stage for us. Like set where the location is, who's there, what's going on. I'd love to hear
Okay.
it all.
All right. So my dream locale is either going to be Mykonos or Turks and Caicos. It's just something tropical,
Mhm.
and if it's Mykonos, it's very gay. So there's that too.
That's where the Lindsay Lohan Hotel is, right?
Yes, and that's why I put her as the White Lotus manager
As she should be.
because that's how you throw a party in Mykonos, bitch. So I would say she should be the White Lotus manager because that'd be fun because she's in her little renaissance right now. So that'd be a really fun moment.
Mhm.
I was thinking Angela Bassett as like a rich lady with a secret,
Yeah.
just coming to one of these islands for White Lotus. Matt Bomber, because we need the token hot white gay or token hot white man for each season. Do you know who Ashley Park is?
Oh, she's in Emily in Paris?
Yes, she plays
Mhm.
what's her name?
The friend.
Ooh, you the
The
friend.
friend.
Like Mindy? Is it Mindy? I think it's
Mindy,
Mindy, yeah. Love her. We love a little Broadway moment like Megan Fahey. So I would say Ashley Park, who's I guess I put Matt Bomer's girlfriend with a secret. They all have secrets apparently.
Well, that's the whole
Yeah.
point of White Lotus is for them to
Yeah.
have secrets.
Yes. Right.
And then another person who was like he was in this like Hollywood miniseries, a Ryan Murphy show. And then he's also done Broadway too. It's Jeremy Pope. He's a gorgeous man. I'd say he's the hot hotel guest who just came into a lot of money and wants to spend it at White Lotus. So those are my dream cast and dream locale.
I love that. All right. Mine. So locale, I chose Iceland or Miami. Iceland, two very different locales.
Very different. Yeah.
Iceland, I chose because I want to go to Iceland so that I can see the Northern Lights because I've heard you can do it there, and I just think that would be pretty, a fun place to film. You know, cool. Miami, I chose because maybe there could be like a Pitbull cameo, which I think would be very chaotic and also very, very fun.
Also, Miami is where like friendships go to die, so that'd be really good.
Is it
storyline.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
know
like-
that. Why is they call it
that's what-
that?
It's just known for if you go on a girls' trip there or any trip, you leave not being friends with at least one person or the entire group.
I kind of love that. Ooh,
Do you want to go to Miami?
maybe?
Maybe.
Never been.
I've never been either, but it sounds kind of fun now. This sounds like a really good reality TV show.
The chaos.
My Miami girls.
Miami
Yeah.
gays.
Ooh.
Ooh.
More chaos.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right. So in terms of new people that I want to invite into the White Lotus, Kim Cattrall from
Mm.
Sex and the City for multiple reasons. A, because she's an excellent actress. B, because she's not and the Sex and the City reboot, and then she would be on a different HBO show. I think it would cause drama in the real world.
Yeah.
And Sarah Jessica Parker would be like, I don't know why she's doing this show. And then Kim Cattrall would fire back and it would just get messy off screen, which I love.
Isn't it already messy off screen? I feel like no longer friends.
Yes, they're no longer friends already. But I think this could
Okay.
make it spicier. I also then had Michaela Cole and Kiki Palmer as best friend hot ladies who come to the White Lotus Resort to just have some fun, spend some money, and have a great time. Chris Pratt, I chose specifically because I don't like what he's doing in the Mario movie, and I think that his character should die in the White Lotus. No offense to him, but like first episode, first 15 minutes, goodbye to that man. As retribution for me having to listen to his voice in the Mario movie.
Okay. Silence.
You're like, wow, that's a little bit murderous, but you know. Here we are.
I don't know how to respond to that, so I'm just going to not respond to
But
that.
that's right. That's correct.
You can believe whatever you want to believe.
True. Michelle Yeoh, just another hot, rich white lady, or not white lady.
Oh.
White Lotus lady. A hot, rich lady. And then Shangela, because I just think Shangela could do some performances, have a little bit of fun, get the girls going.
Would Shangela be in drag?
Yes.
Okay.
The entire time, but no one would talk about it.
Okay. Okay. They're like, were you the one at Dancing with the Stars?
No, that wasn't me. All right, Patrick, who is on your cast and where's the locale?
Okay, I had a lot of fun with this. So I'm Mexican. and so I put Oaxaca.
Ooh.
So by the beach in Puerto Escondido, it's been known that there's like a lot of hippies and like just people that want to experience life, and so they do shrooms at the beach, and they're all like woo, and goes really well with the season 3 theme song, right?
Ooh.
Ooh.
And then of course there's the pyramids, and so it could be very spiritual, like what's going on with like Aztec and Mayan type of culture. So that would be really cool.
I'm already like sold in. I'm like, this is good. This
Yeah.
is good.
And with the beach, huh? I was like
Yeah.
okay, cool. So I had as the hot hotel manager Diego Luna,
Mm.
because he's actually a really good actor too. So that's Diego Luna, and then after that we have Michelle Yeoh
Mm.
as a rich widow,
She'd be great.
and then Salma Hayek, and she's a rich lady with a much younger husband.
Ooh.
Much younger husband is Mexican actor Polo Morin, who
Okay.
wants to get rid of her and get all her money.
Ooh.
And he is having an affair with a Spanish actor called Manu Rios.
Is he an elite?
Yes, he is.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
gorgeous man. Oh. that would be nice to watch. Anyway, and then we have Kerry Washington. She's
As
a
you
rich
should.
lady
Mhm.
vacationing with her mother, Felicia Rashad, who used to be
Ooh.
on the Cosby Show. And I want to see where that storyline progresses, right? Because that's like
Mhm.
really it looks interesting. Those dynamics, right? And that's it. That's what I had.
That's a fantastic casting.
That's a great casting. What is it Mike White? Is that the name of the guy?
Yeah.
White, yeah.
Yeah, Mike White, hire Patrick.
Yeah, truly, if you're listening, that was a fantastic job. I'm like sold in.
Yes. Thank you.
My personal vote for the season 3, I'm gonna vote for Patrick's.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
thank
already
you.
just voted.
Patrick, you're also voting for yourself. It's been decided that the gay court has ruled
Perfect. Excellent.
in
3-0.
favor of we're going to Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
Okay, here we come.
All right. That takes us now into segment 2, Investigate.
Slay! Slay!
So Investigate is where we examine the same theme or topic. And as we've mentioned, this week's theme is White Lotus. So this week, we're going to be bitching and bantering over the recent season of White Lotus that ended this past week. So season 2, if you haven't watched it, you better stop the podcast, go finish it, because there will be spoilers in this. We're going to jump right into it because I have some thoughts, comments, and concerns. Would any of you like to start, or should I just jump in?
I think you are very passionate about this right now.
Yeah.
So you can start.
Let's jump into it. Jennifer Coolidge didn't deserve to die, and I don't know why they did that to her. I mean, I understand why they did it to her, but she didn't. No, I don't accept it.
Did you watch that video of
After the episode?
Is it Mike White?
Yeah.
Is it Mike White?
Yeah, it's Mike White.
Yeah.
Of his like description of why he killed her off.
Yes. No, you.
And I was
No,
like,
I didn't watch
fair.
it. You told me about it, and I was like, yes, that description does make sense, and that's valid. However,
thus
Jennifer Coolidge should be on every single show and every single season, and she shouldn't be killed off. She should be eternal.
someone was like, they should bring her back next season as Tanya's twin sister,
Yes.
who goes to whichever White Lotus location it is to throw like Tanya's ashes.
Oh, I love that. That's a fantastic idea.
That would be great. That would be fantastic.
That all being said, obviously she has passed away. R.I.P. to Tanya. But I will
Her death
say,
was low-key funny.
her death was low-key hilarious. And the memes of her closing her eyes and shooting that gun so many times have killed me. When they're like, me as a 12-year-old pretending to be good at like Call of Duty or something. Or like me at like laser tag when I was in high school. Like incredible memes.
Do
Incredible
either of you
job.
Watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
No. But tell us anyways. Is
It
it
was-
Kathy Hilton?
They're like, it was like the gun meme. I was like, oh my, that's Kathy Hilton in Aspen.
Oh, no.
Did Kathy Hilton kill someone in Aspen?
No, because she was accused by Lisa Rinna of calling a bunch of gays, faggots.
Ooh,
But we're all Team Cat because we don't think it actually happened.
I
Yeah.
love the mess. I need to watch that show because that sounds more chaotic than White
It's
Lotus.
messy. It's
Yeah,
messy.
I love it. Love it.
Okay, well, that's my first initial thought. Ryan, take it away with your next thought.
What did I write? All right, I'll start with this. What the fuck is Portia wearing 99% of the time? Because what the fuck is that those outfits? It's like a mixture of like it. What is it? It's like they're like, this is what we think a Gen Z would wear, but no. What is that? Like what was that last outfit she wore where that was like a skirt, but also a shawl?
Oh,
But
yeah, the shawl
also
was weird.
The hat,
the
Uh-huh.
hat.
sunglasses. Like she purposely picked ugly things.
Have you seen like the memes? Because then Haley Lou Richardson admitted that a lot of the stuff that she wore was actually from her own closet,
Mhm.
and all the memes were just like, I would have kept that to myself.
Yeah.
They're like, I wouldn't have screamed that out even if I was in a room alone.
Damn.
Yeah, it's because they were really ugly.
I personally didn't mind them. I thought they were kind of good. I was like, those are fun, kind of cool.
Well, I mean, they fit her character,
That's true. Yes.
right? She was kind of weird and just
Kooky.
not. She was not really there.
I
You know.
I watched like after the episode, and they were like, oh, the whole point was like she's still trying to figure out what herself. Hence why
Mhm.
her outfits are just very chaotic because she doesn't know what she wants to look like either. I was like, okay, that's fair, but
Makes sense.
damn, they did her dirty. But I guess she did herself dirty because those are her own clothes.
Yeah.
Speaking of clothes, I will say I think the most iconic look the entire season was Jennifer Coolidge in pink when Valentina was like, "Who am I?"
Peppa
And
Pig.
she's Peppa Pig.
Guess who I am? What? What? Peppa Pig. I'm Monica Vitti. Monica Vitti is dead. But yes.
Yeah.
The
I
Peppa
love
Pig
that.
line.
The
That-
Peppa Pig line.
It was apparently it was improvised that she just said that
Wow.
and like
Really?
yeah, like Valentina's actress, I don't remember what her name is, but she like said that because Mike White or whoever told her to improvise. And I guess everyone on set, including Jennifer Coolidge, just like lost it, that they had to like stop filming for a little bit. And she didn't realize that it was going to make it into the final cut. And she was like, I don't even know who Peppa Pig is.
Oh,
I
oh
was like,
there was a
"That's
TikTok
iconic."
about that. She
Yeah.
was like, that
Okay.
went in. They were saying that they're like that this is the new Negroni.
Sbagliato.
Yeah, with a
Oh,
touch of prosecco. Stunning.
fantastic.
What do you want to bring up first, Patrick?
Well, actually, it's something related to Portia, and that is the nephew. The nephew.
Oh,
we
yeah.
Well, I was disappointed by the end. It was kind of like,
Yeah.
all right, dropping you off, and all right, see you later. And then we never get to see anything after that. So I kind of wanted to see more of where that kind of, ended type of thing. But also I kind of wanted to see more of, the gay stuff. Like
The gay stuff.
The gay stuff.
They introduced it like really late,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I wanted to see more. So
Yeah, I agree. Because like when he at the end of episode 5 or 6, when he was having sex with the guy
His
who
uncle.
like with Quentin or whatever his name
His
was,
uncle.
I didn't even realize that was him. And I like had to go on like online and like look at articles and be like, what just happened? Like, so she saw a guy like having sex, like what's the problem? And then realized it was the nephew, quote unquote.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was like really interesting to see how he got trapped in all of that.
yeah, I would have wanted to see
That
some
stuff.
backstory
Yeah.
and a little more action.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Jennifer Coolidge's face. She
yeah.
was just like,
Her face was priceless.
That entire night too was like really quite well done too. And she was just doing lines and lines of cocaine and just like completely out of it and dancing the night away.
was that the
Fantastic.
same night?
No, that
Was
was
that the same episode?
That was a different night.
That was a different night.
I binged the whole thing, so I don't even remember.
I think
where things
that
happened.
was like the episode before because the next episode was when they were doing lines of coke.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Yeah,
It
I
was
thought there was going to be
Niccolo.
more. Yes,
Niccolo?
with the Italian.
Also,
Yeah.
side note, when the freaking he was like, "Oh, I hear Niccolo has the biggest dick ever," and I was like, "That's the biggest dick ever."
It wasn't.
Yeah, I
It
was a
wasn't.
little
It
underwhelmed.
wasn't. I got
Yeah.
what is it when you're like,
Disappointed?
no, it's like when you buy something but it's not what you wanted.
Oh, buyer's remorse.
Yeah, I guess there's that. That's not the word I'm thinking of, but something like that
It
along the
was,
lines.
yeah, they were kind of disappointing, really. No, I was expecting
Yeah,
more.
Now
I was as
Theo
well.
James,
Theo James with a prosthetic.
when he took his pants off in front of Aubrey Plaza, I was like,
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
totally.
Theo James.
Yeah,
Douchebag character, but that man can snap me in half and I'll be fine with it.
I
yeah.
literally okay. Go look at the link that I included in the doc that says "Let's talk about it." It's just a fan cam of him looking hot, and the caption says, "Good morning. He could crack me like a king crab leg."
He could. He
He
could literally
could.
break me. And I'll say thank
Yeah.
you. Side note, my friends were out in New York a few years ago. Oh, I think I told you. You remember that hot dog place with Jacob with the speakeasy in the back?
Mm-hmm.
They ran into Theo James there.
Really?
Yeah. And then
Wow.
they were like, "Oh, what's the plan after?" And he was like, he just like kind of like walked away. He was like, "I'm not talking to you guys."
Damn, Theo James. I'm gonna admit it. I don't know anything else that he's been in except for this. This is my introduction to him.
Divergent.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him at
Is it
all.
Divergent? I think it's
He's
Divergent.
Divergent. Yeah,
That sounds right.
yeah. I never saw those movies.
With who's that woman? What's her name?
Oh, Jennifer, not Coolidge, Jennifer Lawrence.
No,
Really?
it's not. That's Hunger Games. That's
Isn't
Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games and Divergent the same thing?
No,
No,
no.
what was her name? Yeah. It's
Is it Shailene?
yeah.
Shailene
She was in
Woodley.
She was in
Yes.
Different Lives.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think it's that.
yeah.
But
That's
And
yeah,
right.
he was in that.
What was the third Hunger Games called? Not Divergent?
Ice J, Mockingjay.
I don't know how you pulled that out of somewhere, but you really pulled that out of somewhere. Okay. I guess
Wait,
I don't know anything about movies.
it is Mocking. It's Hunger Games, then Catching Fire, then Mockingjay.
Mockingjay. There we go. See, wow.
Yes.
Well,
My
in-
memory.
until today, I thought Divergent was a Hunger Games movie.
Then it's
My memory.
Divergent, Insurgent, Allegiant, as per this Wikipedia page that I'm on.
There was 3 Divergent movies.
Yeah, there were supposed to be
This is
4,
too
but
much
then
for me. This is too much.
they were supposed to split like the last movie into 2 separate movies, but the first part like grossed so badly they just canceled the second part, so the movie's technically not even finished.
What's that?
Yeah, but that's because that's fine. Yeah,
Unfortunate.
But it's fine. We have Theo James in this.
Anyways, White Lotus. Megan Fahey. Let's
I
talk
see
about it.
she's on all our lists. She is
Okay.
amazing.
She is the moment. She is the moment.
Yeah.
I didn't know about her Broadway career until Ryan
Mhm.
told me about it. But I like found out about her when she was on The Bold Type, which was like a freeform show. But when I worked at Hulu, I got to meet her, and I will say she's one of the best talent I ever met. Which I like say that about everybody, but she was truly like one of the best people I've ever met. And like from season to season, she like would recognize me when I would like go and like capture like social media content with her, and I was like, "You remember me?" And apparently she
Wow.
did.
That's
Does
awesome.
she remember your name?
She did
Like
not
that.
remember my name, but she was like, "Oh, what is your name? I remember you from last time. You're the guy who got us the dogs." And I was like, "Yeah, I got you a dog." We did like that BuzzFeed type interview where we got them to play with dogs while they were answering questions about the show. And so that's why she remembered who I was.
That's fair.
Yeah. It makes sense.
That's nice of her, actually. I appreciate celebrities or politicians that remember who you are, right? Because
Mhm.
they meet so many people,
Yeah.
and then they actually remember you. That's like, oh wow, actually, like you pay attention. So that's great.
Yes. She's a talented lady too. She really
Yes,
killed this
fair.
role. And like
She did.
that
Mhm.
final scene where she was talking to Aubrey Plaza's husband, I don't remember his name, where he was like talking about them cheating with each other, and she was just like,
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
I mean,
here we are. I was like,
yeah.
the acting,
The
Emmy.
acting. Like
yeah, her faces.
her faces, her like
nailed
her
them.
facial expressions. You could see
Yeah.
like a whole story in her eyes. There was no word spoken. There was like 15 seconds, but a whole story was told.
Yes. And I love it. I love it. You can tell a lot about someone from just unspoken behavior, The eyes are like good
Yeah.
tell. I mean, and she did a really fantastic job. Like, wow, she nailed it.
She was also on Las Culturistas recently, the
Oh,
other
really?
our competitive podcast.
The
So I think
or
that
the
she
Wish
should come on
version.
our podcast.
You should be like, you should DM her. Like, remember I gave you the dogs?
The dog.
Yeah,
The
that's right.
dogs.
I'll
She
do
has
it.
an amazing voice, if you're curious. She is a very amazing singer. So you should look up videos because she's great. She was in Next to Normal, and then
Oh.
she was in The Unauthorized Story of Samantha Brown, which turned into The Mad Ones. So she's amazing.
Good for her. We love to see a long storied career for Megan Fahey.
We
Oh,
do.
totally. Yeah.
Want to bring up the next topic, Patrick?
Yeah. For so okay, Albie and that storyline
Yes.
was, yeah, I think it was a little boring. That's
Mhm.
fine, whatever. He was actually really cute. He's like adorable,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Mhm.
Like that's I think that's all I liked. However, I did like the end because Albie in fighting, internally fighting to be like his dad and like his grandfather, right? And then all of a sudden at the airport, right, an attractive woman just passes by and all three of them just go like that. And that
Yeah.
was genius because that's, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember seeing a TikTok where pretty much they're saying how each of them represent toxic masculinity in their current generations. Yeah. So like how like the grandpa's is more like outspoken toxic masculinity, like obviously is such a like misogynist. The father's is like hidden, more like tucked away and like supposed to be more like secretive and discreet about it. Whereas Albie is trying to fight it so much where it comes off to the point where it's like you are still a toxic masculine person.
Yeah.
I found that very interesting.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That was fantastic. Actually, okay. I mean, the storyline it could have been a little bit more exciting, but I think the tone of it, right? What we're going to the lessons learned, were actually really good.
Because then I remember the TikTok was also saying how he only likes women who he sees as broken females.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, that he needs to be the savior.
The savior complex.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Messy.
But it also plays into the fact that this season, how how like season 1 was more about like the racial aspect of like people, and this is more like the gender like aspect of it also. I was like, interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
Some deconstruction is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what will season 3 be about? Who knows?
We should have had that as a theme for our first segment. But
that was too deep for me to even
that's too deep for me. But we do have a writer here who perhaps could do that.
Well, wait, for your version, what would be the theme for yours with your cast?
Oh, I think because of Oaxaca and how had the drugs and I mean shrooms can open up kind of like a life experience, very spiritual, and so with the pyramids involved in it, it is kind of something that we can explore, like religion and spirituality type of thing. Mike White, I will say that he did mention Eastern spirituality for the 3rd season, which my guess will be probably Asia, right?
Oh,
and was it Megan Fahey or Theo James mentioned
the Maldives?
Oh yeah.
In Maldives.
She was like next year Maldives.
Right. And so that is in Asia also. And so maybe it's like a subtle hint because he likes to do a lot of foreshadowing, Mike White. But Oaxaca does fit the bill to what he would like. So again, yeah. Can you
BBB, we got a resume right here. I would like to vote for yours again because that sold me on it again. Bang the gavel,
Bang the gavel once again.
Yeah.
And actually with spirituality, that rich widow could be mourning her husband. And so, right, it also the religious aspect. So I'm like, yes. Yeah, I have a lot of
fantastic.
I have a lot of ideas.
I love it. With the Albie storyline, I also love that they did set up the scene for Mia and Lucia Lucia?
Lucia.
Lucia. Didn't get either of them, but Lucia. To set them up to get scammed and walk away with 50,000 euros. I'm like, congratulations, ladies.
Love it. It was the best part.
Yes.
They got the piano roll and they got the $50,000 and they walked away into the streets of Italy. And I was like, you know what? I would love to try that.
I strive to be Lucia in my daily life.
That would have been nice. Not anymore for me, at least. So
I meant like conning men.
Yeah.
Not the
right. No.
not like my body.
No. I would love. I would love to, have the ability to con men. I just can't anymore. So,
Fair. I think those are all of the topics that I had to cover. But what else did you guys have?
I did one. I guess it's on your list, but it's true. Aubrey Plaza was really great.
Oh yeah, she was really great.
I've only seen her in like comedic roles, so it was really nice to see her like in this, I guess comedic, but also not comedic. You know what I mean?
Serious, yeah.
It's a more serious, more three-dimensional role,
right?
Showing more than just one emotion. How's that?
Yeah,
she really dimensionalized herself.
She did.
All right, for this section, the judgment will be who was the best character on season 2 of White Lotus. I think we all know who my answer is going to be. So my answer goes for Jennifer Coolidge. Just Jennifer Coolidge. Not even Tanya. Just Jennifer Coolidge.
I would say Megan Fahey.
Oh, good answer.
Was the most I guess complex character because she was like she seems so like one note the first part, but then you realize everything she does is calculated and planned in her head, which I found really interesting to be like 2 steps ahead of her husband in all aspects. But so I'd say she was the best character, but the most fun was Jennifer Coolidge because Jennifer Coolidge is Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, I think for me, I would say that my favorite was Megan Fahey, but the winner was Lucia.
Strong answer.
The entire, season. She got $50,000 out of it because everyone else at the end, they were all kind of broken and like recovering from stuff. And she actually really was like happy.
Oh yeah, she was happy. She was like, I got the money. It's all fine.
Right.
She took that #1 title. You really kill it with this analysis here.
He's a writer.
Yeah. You're gonna be on this show a lot more, aren't you? Every time there's a season of White Lotus, we'll bring you back.
Perfect.
All right, well that takes us to segment 3. Let the record show.
Please, these gays, they're trying to murder me.
I don't know what we'll put in as the sound there, but maybe Jennifer Coolidge shooting some gay people.
No, you should put it as the gays are trying to kill me. That's the
gays are trying to kill me. Okay.
The gays are trying to kill me.
Beautiful. All right, Ryan, what are you going to present in front of the gay court jury for inclusion in the gay court history books?
I am going to present the case of the alleged case of Lea Michele can't read. Question mark. Not in an ableist way. It's something that's on Twitter that has become a meme that everyone knows of. When you see on Twitter, you see Lea Michele's face. It's always about a joke about how she can't read.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. So do both of you know the meme or this conspiracy theory?
Let's see. No, I don't know know this. You have it like linked, so hold
on. I'll show you the one picture they always use. It's
there she is.
There she is in all her glory.
Okay. Well.
Anyway, whenever I see this picture, I think of, I don't know if you were one who said, Jacob, it's like, why does she look like she thinks she has blue eyes? And I was like,
that is a good way to describe this specific picture, and I will edit it into the visual.
Like, doesn't it, like after you said that or someone said, I was like, why does she look like she thinks she has blue eyes? Like that Miley Cyrus meme.
Yeah. Oh, that Miley Cyrus meme is funny.
The Miley Cyrus meme.
But she is capturing the light very well here. She does look pretty good.
She is. Yeah. She is feeling her oats. So there's that. All right. So Patrick, you don't know this meme or this conspiracy theory?
No, No.
We're
Okay.
gonna be educating.
I will say I
Educating.
push a door when that says pull all the time. So
Yeah. So I get it, Lea Michele. I get it.
All right. So Lea Michele can't read is a conspiracy theory where the theory claims that that the actress learned her lines via audio memorization, and all her public appearances where she's required to read text aloud, she has her words fed to her. It started as a joke in 2017 from a podcast with two friends who later then created this like 40-minute video with like proof that she can't read. But this rumor has persisted over the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Though Lea Michele has denied the rumors. I say denied because she's never really said she can read. She always like walks around the thing if you watch her interviews and stuff, which makes it even funnier because like just say you can read.
She doesn't want to give it any validity, so she skates around it, which in turn gives it more validity.
Yeah, because like one of the things she said was like, I always came to the Glee set knowing my lines, never saying I can read. She always says she was like walks around it and just tries to say that she can read, but not saying she can read, if that makes sense.
Right. Oh, interesting.
All right. So the conspiracy theory started with a podcast called One More Thing. It was a 2017 episode. I'm not sure what date it was or which episode exactly. But in the episode, the hosts Jay Hunt and Robert Ackerman dissect the late Naya Rivera's memoir, Sorry Not Sorry. In the book, Rivera mentions that during her time on Glee, her co-star Lea Michele refused to improvise scenes with veteran actor Tim Conway. The hosts were just joking around because they're like, perhaps Lea Michele had Ryan Murphy feeding her lines because she couldn't read. That's why she didn't want to do any improvisation. Later on, the host expanded on this joke by posting like a lengthy tongue-in-cheek video, which has been scrubbed from the internet. But there is a small clip that still exists. It's about 2 minutes. Basically, this video perpetuated the conspiracy theory that Michelle couldn't read on Facebook. A key tenet of their theory was that Lea Michele debuted on Broadway at the age of 8 and began her career shortly after in show business. Therefore, she never had time to get proper instruction on how to read and now pays someone to read for her. I can put the link in if you would like to watch it.
Of course. But what this is really telling me is that we, two friends with a podcast, could start a conspiracy theory fairly easily, it seems. We just had to make something up, collect a couple of quote-unquote facts, and then we have a conspiracy theory on our hands.
Yes, this is the link if you'd like to watch I think it's like a 2-minute clip. We can pause and we can watch it together right now.
She literally can't read at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, this is too young to read. And so her parents would read her lines.
It would be like, Lea, Dada.
And she would be like, Dada. And then she would like remember the lines she's in. So the thing with the emojis is that someone else will write the caption and then be like, here you go, Lea.
And she'll be like,
yay, emojis. Where she's signing a book. Pen's not touching the paper. The pen's not touching the paper.
What's that?
That doesn't say Lea Michele.
No.
That does not say Lea Michele.
Maybe a sideways snowman?
It's like
snowman?
or like a butterfly, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, sure. Here's
so this is a
2-minute
video of them discussing these random things that allegedly prove that she can't read. Did this go on for fully 20 minutes where they were doing this?
Apparently, it was originally like a 40-minute YouTube video. But then they had. So there was a TikTok of a woman who like watched the video prior to it being scrubbed off the internet.
Right.
And basically they presented their cases of why they think Lea Michele couldn't read, then gave like evidence of the different types of things they think is why she can't read. And basically it was just a long 40-minute video that people have watched, but now has been scrubbed off the internet.
Does your research find why they scrubbed it off the internet?
I mean, it's probably obvious why it was scrubbed off the internet.
Lea Michele's lawyers were like, excuse me?
Okay, so one of the theory in the video, it accounted for the fact that Lea Michele has 2 public published books, but they wanted to note that the books are mostly just photos of Lea Michelle's and then her like work and then like recipes. It also notes how the images of Lea Michele writing are suspect because they're showing pictures of book signings, and Lea Michelle's Sharpie is never touching the page in any of the books. It's just always like hovering. And it whenever she does sign, it's just like a scribble. It doesn't look like an L or an M.
But that's every celebrity's like, what do you call it?
Okay,
Autograph.
hold on. And then there is one photo where it's actually her full name, but all you see is her like underlining it. You never see her write her full name. So then now there's this TikTok video that was from March 2022 that video that was a scrub from all over internet. And this is when it sort of skyrocketed, basically the idea that she can't read. So over the past 5 years, it's been a thing, but then I think TikTok really like sent it over the edge and became like more of a well-known meme to everybody now. So basically, Lea Michele has dodged these rumors over the past several years, and in occasions has denied it, joked about it, and bemoaned it. She attempted to deny the theory by insisting that she enjoyed reading a tweet once in 2018, but everyone just disregarded it.
I do remember that tweet. That was a clever tweet on her part. I will say. So
then the rumor lay dormant over the past few years, but once Lea Michele was cast in Funny Girl, this is when it started to like pick up again. And then people were tweeting like, "Oh, Lea Michele made a deal with the devil so she could be on Funny Girl on Broadway. She's like Ariel, but trading her voice, she traded her ability to read." Sorry. And then basically like this revived the conspiracy of her getting cast in Funny Girl. Oh, and then it noted one of the articles noted how the fact that 2020 controversy about how she was horrible and bullying all of her castmates on the Glee set contributed to the fact that public's willingness to believe the story that Lea Michele can't read.
Oh,
yeah. Right.
That's interesting how the media consumption changed the narrative around.
Right.
Ooh, fascinating.
Yeah. In a New York Times piece published on September 1st, 2022, she called the rumor sad and implied there were sexist undertones to the conspiracy. However, she discussed the rumor actually fueled further jokes implying she couldn't read. Because she never said, "I can read." She was just denying it. Also, that one video where when she was first announced to join Funny Girl, she was like sitting trying to read to children, but it was just a film video. And someone was like, "Oh, she probably has like a mic in her ear."
Oh no.
And then Variety tweeted that Michelle stated that I went to Glee every single day. I knew my lines every single day. And many people pointed out she didn't ever deny the rumor that she could read. She just said, "I come knowing my lines." And another interview was, I think it was with Andy Cohen. And then they're like, "Oh, can you read this?" And she was just like, and then I cut.
Have we ever seen the end of that clip? Because I've only seen the clip where somebody cuts it right before she would allegedly read.
I can't find it. It also didn't help. So I saw Funny Girl on Broadway, her first performance. I saw it prior with Beanie Feldstein's Standby because Beanie Feldstein was out. So a lot of the lines just went over my head. I didn't really think about it. But there were a couple lines, one specifically, where the line was, "You look like a character out of a book, and I haven't read so many books." And then once Lea Michele said that, someone in the back row snickered.
"You're like a character out of a book, and I haven't read so many books, so..." So it's your turn.
Will you say?
And low-key, the entire audience started to giggle because everyone, but it was like more of like I can't laugh because I shouldn't laugh, but people are laughing because it was more a collective thing. And then I just remember Lea Michele sitting there looking a little bit mad.
As she should.
The rumor sort of stopped once Lea Michele she got COVID and missed like her first or second week at Funny Girl. And then basically it was a TikTok video, I think her first one that she posted. And it was the caption was me calling Jonathan Groff to help me with my reviews. And basically she was saying like how she was like playing into the joke now that she couldn't read. And that's when like the meme started to die a little bit because she started to play in on the joke. Still hasn't confirmed that she can read, but started to play into it more. And that's when like the meme sort of died. People were saying it's less funny because now she is not denying it anymore, or not, she's basically playing into it. And that is the history of the Lea Michele cannot read meme.
Wow. Fascinating.
Do you feel like you learned something, Patrick?
Oh yeah, I learned. Well, you learn something new every day. But I'm actually really going to go on to a rabbit hole now on why Lea Michele can't read.
Yeah.
Everything. I want to learn all about it now. Just everything.
You're gonna be rewatching all 5 seasons of Glee.
Oh yeah, totally.
Watching her lines.
Right. Yeah.
See if they match up with the subtitles. All right. Well, I think that we can rule that goes into the gay court history books because it's Lea Michele. We got to give it up for her. She can sing.
What was that? What was that Chris Colfer? What's his name in the show? Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt.
It's like, she may be difficult, but damn, can she sing?
100%.
That's totally right. That's right. She is
an icon. All right. Well, with that takes us to the saddest part of the show, the end. We have our closing statements where we recount today's show with our questions, comments, concerns, opinions about what we talked about. Ryan, would you like to start?
Sure. My closing statements involved Megan Fahey's eyes tell a story, and Lea Michele's eyes think they're blue. That's my statement.
My statement is Patrick has proven that he is a very talented writer, and it is very sad that Lea Michele will never get to read his work.
Ouch.
I'm so sorry, Lea Michele.
I'll have to do the audiobook version.
Patrick, what is your...
Well, like Jennifer Coolidge said, these gays, they're trying to murder me.
A fantastic way to wrap up the episode. All right, so that was the episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to find us on social at Gay Court Podcast. And then my handle is IGotSchubach, IGOTSCHUPBACH. And Ryan's is What's Up? It's Ryan, WAZUPITSRYAN. Remember, if you hear this and you don't follow, that makes you homophobic. Patrick, is there anything else you'd like the fans to know? Any, books to plug, media appearances that you have upcoming?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let's see. Well, my socials are for Twitter and Instagram, both the same. P Macfarland, PMACFARLAND, and I have a book which is called Fairy Tale of a Mexican Family. I think it may be upside.
No, it's right.
Yeah, it is. Oh, perfect. Great. And so I just released this last month, about 3 weeks ago, and it's about a Mexican family in the 1980s dealing with hard truths like, some Mexican drama, marriage, divorce, getting pregnant while you're not married, which was really a huge taboo in the 80s, and of course, coming out of the closet, and the AIDS crisis is in the backdrop. So it's available on BarnesandNoble.com and Amazon, and you can go and check it out there.
Amazing!
Congratulations!
Is this the book with the gay sex that you talked about earlier?
It is not.
Okay.
I'm like, what's the book with the gay sex?
That one is called Plum Crazy. It is also available on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com, and you can go to my website to learn more, PatrickMacfarland.com.
Oh, love it. We're gonna have to start Gay Court Book Club.
Sure. Yes, and like we said at the top of the podcast, if you'd like to contact us for anything, please send us an email at gaycourtpodcast@gmail.com. Also give us stars. 5 stars on all podcast platforms. Our social media is popping now too. So there's that.
We recently went viral. Here we are.
It's still growing. But again, anything less than 5 stars on your podcast platforms is what?
Homophobic.
We
don't want to be homophobic.
Don't be a phobe. Be an ally. Valentina.
Talk, Valentina. Ally.
Slay.
All right. So see you next time. Stay chaotic and happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Gay Court is a Perfectly Done Toast podcast production.